What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is my UFC 285 prediction video. We have a huge card tonight, from our early prelims all the way up to the main event. Super excited. I'm sure you guys are as well. And for my record this year for the main events is 8-2, and my only losses is Islam versus Volkanovski. I chose Volkanovski to win that fight. Very close fight and a very technical fight. Super competitive. And Volkanovski lost. He lost by judge's scorecard, and very controversial. People say Volkanovski win, but at the end of the day, Islam wins. And yeah, so that's my first loss, or my second loss technically. But my first loss was Paul Craig versus Johnny Walker. I chose Paul Craig because I thought he was able to submit Johnny Walker when he was on top mount. Because we all know Johnny Walker was gonna he was just gonna dominate Paul Craig on the feet, and that did happen, but he dominated him on the ground as well by smashing his face in. So yeah, so those are my two losses this year, and this is my first time ever doing a prelim fight, fight prediction. So we're 0-0. So hopefully we do good this card. But that's how I know this UFC 285 is super stacked when I'm doing a prelim. A prelim. Like, I'm doing all of them. In the future, I'll probably just do one or like two, for certain guys or certain prospects. But this card, I'm doing all of them. So, let's get right into it. This card is stacked, and it's going to be a fun one. So, like I said, from the first card, or the first fight, all the way up to John Jones, is tons of action. You got Ian Gary at fighting in the early prelims. In the early prelims, like last year, he fought in Madison Square Garden on the prelims, and I was just like, why is he on the prelims? Yes, he was a headliner for the prelims, but he was never on the early prelims. And it's just that's crazy. That just shows how stacked this card is. That Ian Gary is on the early prelims. That's crazy. And you got Rub Rebas. I don't know why I want to say like I want to say something else from her name, but her name is Rebas, and she's always a fun person to watch. She's ranked number 9. She's fighting against number 8, and number 8 versus 9 are competitive fights. When the ranks are super close like that, it's gonna be a competitive fight. And so watch out for that one. Derek Brunson and Duplessis. Duplessis, he beat my boy Darren Till last time. I like Duplessis. Like, I was a fan of him, but for him versus Darren Till, I was obviously rooting for Darren Till. Because Darren Till's been through so much, and I'm like, Duplessis, he's cool and all, but I like Darren Till more. And Duplessis got my boy cut. He got my boy cut, but I like Duplessis. Duplessis was the caught well, he's a he's an entertaining guy. His fight style is very, fan friendly, because he's literally gonna go out there and rip his opponent's head off, and that's his game plan. He's gonna rip your head off. So can't wait for that one. Derek Brunson, Duplessis in the prelims. That could be a main card fight right there. Cody Garbrandt versus Jones. Cody Garbrandt was supposed to fight someone else. I forgot who he was, but I believe they had a little bit of beef, but he pulled out a fight due to injuries or something like that. So now he's fighting against Jones. And Cody Garbrandt is favored by 1. This is from the UFC website. And I got this from, I think, I want to say like Wednesday. I want to say Wednesday I made this. So those odds could have changed. But Cody Garbrandt, his return back from the octagon, he's been on a losing streak. I want to say 3 loss, maybe more. I don't know. But he's on a losing streak. Can he turn it around? Cody Garbrandt, he's always a fun guy to watch. So I can't wait for that fight as well. And then you got the main event card. The main event: Bo Nickel versus Jeremy Pickett. Now this fight, Jeremy Pickett, was scared for Bo Nickel for a little bit, because on the weigh-ins, Pickett looked long. He looked really, really long, and I was like, damn, how is Bo Nickel gonna, fight against that? How is he gonna get away from those long arms? But then, Bo Nickel and Pickett at the weigh-in ceremony, they look nearly identical, like nearly identical, from like visually seeing it on paper. Pickett probably might have a longer reach, but visually seeing them, they look pretty similar in height and reach. And Pickett, and they're saying that his game plan is to wrestle Bo Nickel, and if he does, man, he better hope that he could hang with him for a bit or something like that, or Bo Nickel's gonna submit him, man. Bo Nickel's a champion. He's a champion in NCAA, bro. Like, come on, like I would never do that. I would never game plan to fight someone at something they're really good at. I just wouldn't do that. Maybe he's bluffing, which could be, you know, true that he's bluffing, and he's gonna try to stand up for him, stand upify him. But we'll see. We'll see tonight. They're starting the main card. That's gonna be a good fight to start off the main card in Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena. And then you got Gamrot versus Turner. Man, Turner, he's talking about big guy. Turner's a big guy. But originally, this fight was supposed to be, what's his name? Dan Hooker. It was supposed to be Dan Hooker. But Dan Hooker, he broke his hand, I think. Because I remember him at the Australian thing, he had a cast on. So I think he broke his hand. And so Gamera steps in, and I want to say in a month, he had a month's, um, what do you call it? Short notice. A month's short notice fight. Or a month's camp or whatever, training camp for Turner. And I like Gamera. Gamera is a really good, a really entertaining guy to watch. You got Turner, who is 6'3", I believe, was like an 81 reach advantage at a lightweight. Weight? That is crazy. 6'3" at lightweight, bro. That's crazy. Then our next fight, Neil. Oh my, what's his nickname? Iron, Iron Hand or something with iron. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I can't remember his nickname, but he does have power in his hands. Versus Rakhmonov. This guy's a beast, man. Like he really is, dude. I want to say I saw his first fight. I don't. Did I see his first fight? I don't think I saw his first fight. I think I seen his second fight. I was like, damn, this guy's fucking good. Excuse my language, but he's good. When I saw him fight for the first time, I was like, damn. It wasn't against that taller guy where he will kicked him, but I was like, man. Oh no, he fought against Cowboy his first fight. So maybe I did watch it, because I usually do watch older fighters like that. Cowboy's pretty fun to watch, so maybe I did watch him, but I don't remember. This is this is again a good fight right here. Rock Rock Neil Neil versus Rakhimov. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. I'm so brain dead right now because I'm sleepy. But either way, it's gonna be a really good fight. And then you got Valentina Shevchenko versus Alexa Grassa for the co-main event. And Valentina is is heavily favored, and I think she really does deserve it. I'm not gonna cap, even though she did have a what's it called a poor performance last time we saw her. But I think she's just in a better place. Like I just really like listening to her interviews, how she's so cheerful and like excited and all that stuff. Like she just looks in a better place than she was in when she fought against Santos. Now I don't remember watching the interviews at Santos. I mean, I should have really go do my research, but watching her like interviews this fight card, it's just like she just looks so happy. She just looks so happy, and she looks like she's ready to fight. And Alexa Grasso, and everybody's saying that Alexa Grasso's scared and stuff. I don't think she's scared. I really don't think she's scared of Valentina. Now in the weigh-ins or the ceremony, she kind of did. Like her eyes were like big, but like during the interviews and during the whole process, she looks like she was locked in. I mean, obviously when she saw Shevchenko, she looked different, and that's what Valentina said. And I do think that Grossa was a little scared right there, but I think she will come. What do you call it? Rise to the occasion. Rise into the shining, the big lights in Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena versus Shevchenko. I think she will show up. Now I'm not saying she will win, but you never know. Valentina versus Grassa. I hope because she could easily get steamrolled, but it could easily be a competitive fight. So that one should be hopefully a long 5 round fight. I wanted to go the distance. I really do. I wanted to go the distance. Because if it goes 2 rounds, then you know damn well who won. And if that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to spoil my predictions. That's all I'm gonna say. John Jones versus Sirigan. This is the fight we all, like Buffer says, you all have been waiting for. John Jones versus Cyril Gane is the fight, the main event, the main fight of this card. John Jones has been out for 3 years, but he's been practicing at his heavyweight. He said he was gonna come back and fight when he's ready to fight at heavyweight, when he's used to his heavyweight body, that he is gonna compete against the best person at heavyweight. And now he's not doing that because Sirigan, yes, he is ranked number one, but we all know who he was training for. He was training for Francis Ngannou, but Francis decided to leave in free agency. And some people don't like Ngannou for doing that, but I'm on the side where I, I, how do I say it? It's Ngannou's choice. Let him do what he believes is right. You know, that's literally all it is. If he believes that he could go get more money out in the market, let him go for it, you know. And everybody, just like me, I hope that he succeeds in that, you know. You always want to see someone get their bag, especially when they deserve it, you know. The guy's a huge man, bulky. He has that power. He seems like a really good guy, and he's a very entertaining fighter to watch. So hopefully he does get that bag. So Sirigan versus John Jones. Sirigan's a very athletic man, so it's gonna be a very good fight, very technical fight, very competitive fight. And let's get right into my first, what do you call it, the fight to look out for in the early prelims. The early prelims. Aaron Gary. I have no idea how he's on the early prelim, but he is on the early prelim. He's playing against, or he's fighting against Song, and man, this one should be a banger. It really should. Um, Song has he has 9 knockouts. I believe he has 3 first round knockouts as well as Ian Gary, but he is an older fighter at 32 years old, where Ian Gary is literally 25 years old, and he has a height advantage by 3. And I believe this fight is literally gonna end very quick. Now, Ian Gary's coming off a decision win over Weeks. Everybody wanted him, and I think that's why he's fighting on the early prelims again, because he didn't get rid of Weeks in the first round like how everybody wanted him to. He went to decision with him, and I think he struggled with Weeks. Like, not necessarily like, oh, Weeks was gonna win or like anything like that, but he didn't like prove his dominance against him. And hopefully this fight right here, he gets to show I'm Ian Gary, why I'm on the prelims, put me on the main card. Let's see it, you know, let's see it, let's see him get it done. And his last fight was in 2021, and he lost that fight by the first round knockout. So he's coming off a loss. Ian Gary's coming off a decision win, and my prediction is, y'all should guess it. It's Ian Gary by first round knockout. I believe they're gonna go at it from the first bell, and I think Ian Gary's just gonna. He's very we call it. He has precision and power. He's very fast as well. So I believe this fight's gonna go first round, knock go. I believe this fight is gonna start off fast and it's gonna end very quick. And let's see it. Let's see if it goes that way. Our next fight, Derek Brunson and Duplessis. And now this is a fight that literally should be on any main card nowadays. Like it literally could be a main card fight, but this card is still so stacked that, or maybe it's because of Bo Nickel. It probably is because of Bo Nickel why these guys are fighting on the prelims. But Derek Brunson versus Duplessis. Duplessis is coming off a win over Darren Till. He's on a 6-fight win streak, and then Derek Brunson, he's coming off a devastating loss against Cannonier, man. That was a brutal knockout by him, or by Cannonier on Derek Brunson. And Derek Brunson's 29 years old, or 39 years old. My bad. He's 39 years old. He's about to turn 40 years old. And Duplessis, he's in his prime. Duplessis is in his prime right now. He has all the momentum right now, and I think he's gonna go out there, man. He either gets, I'm literally jumping. You guys already know who I'm picking already. I don't know. Duplessis. I'm picking Duplessis. He gets it done by first round, or he gets it done in the third round. I would just say second round knockout first, but it's gonna be a third round knockout if Derek Brunson could survive. If Derek Brunson could survive the first round, he has a chance of winning the second round. But if he can't get it done in the second round, Duplessis should win by knockout. But then again, Derek Brunson could literally lay on him. He could literally lay on Duplessis, bro, the whole fight. And then obviously our main event, John Bone versus Gon. Oh man, this is a fight. Could this be fight of the year? This might be this. I don't know. Could it be fight of the year? It really, man. Could it be fight of the year? That's a really good question, man. Let me know if y'all think could. Let me know if you think this could be fight of the year. John Jones versus Sirigan. John Jones, this is his debut at heavyweight. Sirigan has been fighting at heavyweight since he started. He's a very I don't want to say he's young to the sport because he's 32 years old. That's like medium age for UFC or just MMA age. What the heck? That was weird. So he's very young to the sport. He's only competed in 12 bouts. He's won 11. He's lost one against Francis Ngannou. And then John Jones, he's 26. He realistically, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. He's 26-1. That's end of story. He's 26-1. His debut at heavyweight, 10 knockouts to 7, 6 submissions to 10. That's pretty crazy. What the heck? No way Sirigan has that, but I got this all from UFC, so he does have that. I'm pretty sure those were amateur or something like that. Um, as John Jones has not fought in 3 years. That's a big note. The real question is for this fight is yes, John Jones hasn't fought in 3 years, so you might think his ring rust, but is this is John Jones's gas tank there? And I like how he asked or he said that he did answer it. He said that he has it. He said his gas tank is not gonna change from lightweight to heavyweight. Just because he's heavier, he said he's not gonna gas out. But we will see in the main event, the main event on this card, and yeah, Cyril gone. Oh my god, I'm blanking. Why am I blanking? Why am I blanking? Holy shit. Cyril gone in this fight. He needs to just move his feet, do what he does, kick them legs, don't get taken down, because he has the speed advantage over John Jones. he should have the speed advantage, right? Does he have the speed advantage? He has to have the speed advantage because he's been fighting at his natural weight, where John Jones has to get. Yes, he's trained 3 years, but that's not compared to Cyril Gane's 32 years on this planet. So Cyril Gane should be faster than John Jones. Theory, three, theory, theory, theory. Oh my God, why can't I say that word? Theoretically. Oh my God, why can't I say it? Theory, Eric. Oh, oh, I can't say that word, dude. What the heck? What's the other word? I'm trying to find out another word for theoretically. Theory, theory. It's like my tongue is all fucked up. Theoretically, Cyril Gane should be faster than John Jones because been he he's a different breed of heavyweight. Where John Jones is a lightweight who is a, like Cyril Gane's comparison would be John Jones, like their fight style, but a heavyweight. Where John Jones, that's kind of weird, isn't it? And that's kind of weird. I might cut all this stuff out, but what Cyril Gane needs to do is move. Oh my, like what the heck? What does he need to do? What Cyril Gane needs to do is not get taken down, because if he gets taken down, he has a chance of getting gassed out, beat down, and submitted. He gets some like John Jones could do anything to you on the ground, like legit anything. And that's why I'm saying, and maybe this is a typo for me, is that Cyril Gane has 10 submissions where John Jones has 6. Either Cyril Gane, and that's counting his amateurs, but I don't think it will, or that's a typo by me, and if it is, I apologize. But John Jones has been in this league for quite a while, and he's only has 6 submissions. And Cyril Gane has been here for a little bit, and he has 10 submissions. That doesn't make sense. So I think that's a typo by me. So my bad. Um, so if he gets taken down, he has a higher chance of losing because like I said, he could get gassed out, beat down, submitted. He has 3 ways to losing if he gets on the ground. Now, if he stays standing up, he has 1 way to losing or 2 ways to losing. He either gets knocked out or he gets kicked to the decision, which is least likely because Cyril Gane should be faster, like I said. And if you're faster, that means you're gonna get the more touches on your opponent. So therefore, you should have statistically a better stat than your opponent. But I'm gonna finally say my prediction after all that rambling is that I'm gonna go with John Jones. John Jones by fourth round knockout. And the reason why I went with this is when I made this, I was like, John Jones has cardio. But then I was like, wait, John Jones is a heavyweight body, bro. So does he even have that cardio? Does he have that championship with the cardio where he does better in the fourth and fifth round? And I think that's how this fight plays out. If it doesn't happen like a first round knockout, I think John Jones loses the first and second, like in the Dominic Reyes fight, where Dominic Reyes, I don't want to say dominant, but he had his way against John Jones in the first and second round. And then John Jones was like, all right, I had enough. And he beat Reyes in the third and fourth and fifth. And I, I, I kind of see it going like that, you know? But I think it's going to be a little bit more technical. I think John Jones is going to be more. This is John Jones's moment. This is what he's been waiting for the past 3 years. So I think he's going to be more into the fight than he was at Reyes. And it's going to be a technical fight in the first round. It's going to be a back and forth in the second round. Then John Jones is going to figure Cyril Gane out in the third round. Cyril Gane's gonna be tired in the fourth round. I think he gets a finish in the fourth round. He can submit him in the fourth round. He can do anything, but at most, I think he goes to a decision, if anything. But maybe Cyril Gane knocks him out. He very easily could. He really could. So now we're gonna go over, cause like I said, I'm gonna do my first ever prelim prediction, and we're gonna start off with. This is my first time doing this, so I don't know if I should just show you what I'm gonna predict and then explain, or if I should explain and then show you. I think I'm just gonna show you. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you. So this is my prediction. So for the first fight, I got my Argentina boy Esteban. Esteban winning against Loki, right? We're gonna call him Loki. Um, Esteban, I watched him in what's it called? Dana White Contender Series. He looked pretty good. He was one of my favorite fighters coming out of that that Contender Series. I liked how he fought. Very. He fought technical and he fought very. What do you call it? Fast, like fast. I guess I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying right now. But yeah, I think he should win this fight. I don't think I'm gonna give. Should I give like submissions? I think it's gonna be a knockout by second round for Esteban, and then for the second fight, I'm gonna go with Farid. I don't really know much about. This is like always in the main or always in the card. Usually there's like a fight that I don't know, like two fighters I don't know. So I'm either. Oh, I had a tie. Did I put the? I had a tie in on my record. I don't think I put it up there. My bad, guys. Um. So this is the fight that I don't know these two fighters. So I'm literally just picking, and they have no odds when I got this. So I'm going with the guy right. And then for the third fight of this card is Jessica Pena versus Ricci, and it's just I was gonna go Jessica Pena because she is the underdog, and I was looking at who they fought. She fought in the better talents, you know. So I'm like, okay, if she's fighting the better people, she should beat Ricci because she's competed against the better people, and Ricci has fought against less. She's fought against one decent person. No, I don't want to say one decent person. She just Pena has fought against way better people, but Pena's 40 years old, and I don't think, being at a high age like that, you have to be a special breed to be fighting at 40 years old and to get a victory, bro. Like you really do. Like there's a rare, like Joel Romero and not all those people like that. Like you gotta be a rare breed to be fighting at that age. And in the fourth fight of this card, I picked Salmon Sermon. Is that his name? Sermon. I may say it wrong. I apologize. I am terrible for not knowing how to say people's names. But I got him. He's also from the Contender Series as well. He's a fighter. He's favored in this fight. I like him. He trains with Duplessis, and honestly, he's more technical than Duplessis, so that's a plus. Because Duplessis is really good, but he's not technically there, but he has the physical traits to be. Well, I don't want to say physical traits, but he has what it takes to win. All right, Ian Gary, we went over this, so yeah. For the other prelim card, this is the other fight. I want to say I know the guy on the left for the first fight, but I don't know. So here's my picks for this fight. I picked the guy on the left. I don't know those two fighters, so I kind of guessed he's an underdog. So hopefully he wins. And then Rebus. This one was a hard one because it's literally 8 versus 9, so it's like a 50-50, and the odds show that. It's a 50-50 fight. But Rebus, again, I'm using the strategy that I used, or hopefully it works out, for, who was it? Pena and the other girl. Who Pena and Rucci. Pena and Rucci is that Rebus has fought against better talent than this other chick, where she's fought against Grassy or Grassy. I apologize. I'm sorry. So I picked Rebus to win that fight, and then the PC. Then I'm picking Jones because Jones. I just can't pick Cody Garbrandt because usually Cody Garbrandt he should win. Like he's good, but he just doesn't have a chin, and that's literally end of story. He doesn't have a chin. He should retire by now. All right, so main card kicking off was Bo Nicholson and Pickett. Here's my picks right here. Bo Nickel. I'm picking Bo Nickel. First round submission was Bo Nickel. Then I picked Turner because you have to pick an underdog out of one of these fights. You just have to. So I'm picking Turner for my underdog. And even though Gamrot he's really good. He's number 7 ranked for a reason. But I'm picking Gamrot because Jalen Turner's height is crazy. If Gamrot could get it to the ground with him on top, he has to be on top. He has to have control of Turner in order for him to win. Because I think on the feet, Turner is just going to dominate him. But if Gamrot could get it to the floor and have top control, or just control of Turner, then he wins. And then Rakaman, Rakamans, Rakamendov, Rakamov, Rakamov. I don't know why I can't say his name anymore. I'm just that's how tired I am. We're working very hard, working. So I pick him. He's just better. That's just the end of the story. Rakamanov is just better. End of story. Valentina Shevchenko. I kind of went into this in the beginning. Shevchenko, I think, like if this was Shevchenko versus what's her name, Santos. I think Grasa, Gra, Grossa, I think Grasa would have a chance, but Shevchenko, she's just feeling too good right now, man. She just really is. I hope it's a competitive fight. I really do hope it is. Like Grasa, she could. Like I was watching what's her name, her fights, cause she wrestled in her latest fight against JoJo, but she didn't like go for any takedowns. It was JoJo going for a takedown. She just countered her. So I'm curious if Groza, Grasa, I don't know why I said Groza. If Grasa could counter Shevchenko like she did at JoJo, where JoJo went in for a takedown and she just boom reversed it on her, and she had top mount. She had top mount or she got the back. So I'm curious if Grasa could do that to Shevchenko, and Santos in a way did that as well. But the first one I remember it was Shevchenko fell, like it was like oh she just tripped, and then I think like third or second one it was Sant. I think it was the second one. Santos legit reversed it, but it took a lot of effort for her, a lot of effort and a tons of skill to for Santos to reverse it on Shevchenko. So I'm gonna go with Shevchenko just because Shevchenko is literally, I think she says she's not out to prove a point, but I really think she's out there to prove a point to everybody that she's the champ for a reason. She's Shevchenko, the best woman fighter on this planet for a reason. I think she's gonna go out there and try to prove it. And hopefully it's a good fight. Hopefully it goes all 5 rounds. And for my prediction for this fight, I think it's gonna end. Oh my god, I want it to be a 5 round fight, but it's probably gonna end in the third round. I think Valentina gets Groza in to the ground and gets her crucified, and she beats her up. I think that's what happens. But I don't know if they end it when she does that. So I might go 5 rounds. But I'm gonna say TKO by third round. That's what I'm gonna say. And then John Jones we went over, and I said fourth round TKO. And John Jones is gonna party in Las Vegas after he wins. And yeah, that's my video. Hope y'all enjoyed. And I know I rambled a little bit, but it is what it is. I hope y'all have a good day. Hope you enjoy this fight card with your friends and family. And I'll catch you guys when I review this fight card. That's literally when I'll see you guys next time is when I review this fight card.